What is up, YouTube? Long time no see. I apologize for the lack of content lately and the lack of responding to comments, which I should be all caught up on once I upload this video. Yeah, so I just got back from vacation, but other than that, just a little bit of laziness and procrastination. But I'm finally making a new video. As you can see, I just got a bunch of new stuff. Well, not just got, but over the past, I think, 3 months or so, maybe 4 months, I got a bunch of new stuff. So that's what we're going to go over in this video. Recently, I just discovered Kickstarter, which is a site where a bunch of people can, come up with new projects and ideas, and they look for funding by, the general public to back their ideas. So of course, as you know, I like novelty things. I'm an impulse buyer, so I backed a couple of things on there, and you'll see a couple of them in this video. All right, so at the bottom here, you see these what these are minimalist wallets. In a previous video, I showed the Volt aluminum minimalist wallet. I'm not sure if I showed this one yet, but I used this one for a while. It's the Recycled Firefighter. I forget, it has a name, but it's a minimalist wallet made out of recycled firefighter hose. This one happens to be in blue. It's got a money strap on the back. Works well. You can fit a bunch of cards in here. At one point I had my man card in here, which is similar size to a credit card, but it's a little bit thicker, and added quite a bit of heft. But yeah, this is 5 cards. Fits in there no problem. Worked out good. Good for the summertime. It's lightweight. Unlike aluminum, it won't get hot in the summer and won't get cold in the winter. I might switch back to that shortly, but after that I purchased this, which I believe started on Kickstarter, but I ordered it directly from their website. A bit pricey, a little gimmicky, and this was an impulse buy. This is called the Cascade wallet. A nice presentation in this kind of acrylic box here. Cascade wallet made by Manny Wonders. Well, it looks cool. It looks sleek. Made out of aluminum piece. It has a spring-loaded kind of money clip there. You gotta kind of wrestle the bills to get them to fit in there, though. You're not fitting really too many in that gap. Okay, so how this works is you can see the slide on the side here, and this little cover. And that cover is one of the main reasons I switched to this wallet here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put some cards in there. I think it can fit 5 cards with, you know how credit cards have raised lettering or numbers. It can fit 5 of those. Cards like this that are flat, it can fit 6. I may be wrong on that, but I think that's how it works. So as you can see, the cover doesn't close all the way, and that produces rattle, which I hate, which you can hear when it's in your pocket. Every step you take, you'll hear, which is very annoying. But they just need a better system for this latch, and it'll work. Also, as you can see how it works there, is there 4 cards in there? Yeah. You push up the slide here, and it pops up your 4 cards, or 5, whatever. And then when you release, they should drop down. As you can see, depending on how hard you push up that slide, that's how hard the cards kind of spring out. It's cool. It's a cool effect. It definitely raised some eyebrows. It's a conversation piece, but if you're out at a bar or so and you hit that thing too hard, these things can come flying out, which I've done before in public. There you go. So that's another big flaw with this wallet. So yeah, it's gimmicky. It's cool. If you get used to it, obviously you have to get used to everything, but if you get used to it, it's not too bad. But again, with that latch problem and that tiny area for your money, it has a little bit to work on. That's the Cascade wallet. Okay, but definitely has its flaws, and it is pricey. And Unbeknownst to me, I think it's shipped from China, so I think that's where these are being produced. Which I, obviously I prefer it to be in the U.S. This is actually my current wallet, which here, me being a hypocrite, I think these are produced in. It's not in the U.S., but it's not in China. I forget where it is. This one started a website similar to Indiegogo, similar to Kickstarter, called Indiegogo. Similar idea. People post their ideas and their projects and their designs, and people can back them. Very similar to the Cascade wallet. It has your slide, but it's on the front as opposed to the side. I think it's a little thinner too. And it has a money clip. No spring loaded, no strap. Money clip is just easier for me. Screw it in through the bottom. Works very well. So let's go ahead and put some cards in here so I can show you how it works. As you can see, there's no cover on the top here. Now, if you force the Stop and Shop, the last card always wants to slide out. If you force it out, like really shake it out, but when it's in your pocket, you don't really hear too much rattle. Similar idea. The cards come out in kind of steps. You can see some of them falling there. But yeah, once you push the slide back down, you can just go ahead and push the cards back in. I'm not too sure about this one yet either. I do think I like it better than this one, just because of the clip and slightly better retention system. Although since I've had it, it already weared a little bit, so we'll see how that goes. But I'll go ahead and put these back here. I may switch back to the recycled Firefighter wallet. Let me go ahead and put my actual cards back in here. Alright, let's get these out of the way. Okay, here you see a flashlight, a little kind of headlamp design. This is a Army Tech Tiara A1 AA it runs on. Cool little button here. I think if you hold it for just a second, it'll go in what it calls its Firefly mode, I believe. And it's just a very low power, low output kind of mode. If it's pitch black, believe it or not, you can see it will provide enough light for you to see what's directly in front of you. But your battery life will increase dramatically. And if you hold it for another second, it's your second Firefly mode. Again, not a lot of light, less output, less power. And if you hold it again, if you just keep holding it, after those two Firefly modes, it'll cycle through low, medium, and high. And where you turn it off, that's the mode it'll turn back on in. So it does have the memory. But yeah, I keep this in my car for any kind of emergencies. If I have to change a tire at night, strap this to my head. So this is my dedicated car flashlight for the time being. Get that out of the way. Okay, over here you see kind of some random doodads. These two, again, were projects that I backed on Kickstarter. This is just a TEC glow fob. You see these everywhere. I have yet to put it on my keys for some reason, but yeah, it glows in the dark when it's exposed to sunlight. During the day, I believe that's how it works. Comes with a little kind of C clamp there, so you can clip it to your keys on and off. So pretty cool. I think we're gonna put that on my keys right after this video. Okay, and here we have what we call Primey bottle opener. I think unofficially it is the world's smallest bottle opener. You can see how tiny that thing is compared to that key ring, which it does include. And there are some options with different anodizing colors and finishes, I think. And then there's an option to get a titanium key ring, which is what this is here. I actually already put mine on my keys. I ordered a few of them. One I already gave to my brother, and I'm gonna give a few of the other ones that I have to my friends. This is a blue anodized version. This is the Primey bottle opener, and it actually does work. You kind of hook it to the bottom of the bottle cap, and you hold the bottle on the table, and you kind of just literally pry up, and the cap kind of pops off. So pretty cool. And for people who who aren't really into gear or things like this, they're kind of like, what did you just do? How did you do that? So again, a conversation piece, and it's different, you know. And like I said, I like novelty things, and this is not really a novelty. I mean, it works, you know, and it frees up a lot of space on the keys. So pretty cool, Primey bottle opener. Again, I'll put links in the description for everything I can. And you know, if any, like I said in the beginning, if you guys want me to do any detailed videos on any of these, just let me know. All right, this is actually called a beer top by Pangea Designs, made out of titanium. You have your 3 same size hex drivers there. They have to be the same size. It has to be symmetrical because it has to have balance, because it is also a spinning top, which is why it's called the beer top. You have 3 integrated bottle openers here. And I'm probably gonna fail at this, but that was terrible. It's also a spinning top. Now I'm not into that whole you know, top fad right now that's going on, but I figured this was a good way to get the best of both worlds. Can't get a good spin here with a top and a bottle opener. Obviously, you know I love beer, so I'm gonna give up on that. You know I love beer, so if it's integrated with a bottle opener, you know, why not? Made out of titanium, great materials, great design, pretty cool. That's the beer top. Now down to the knives, the new knives that I got. That's what everyone wants to see, right? Okay, here we have, you see a Northwoods knife from Knife Ship Free. This is the knife that got me into collecting traditionals. After I saw it on a few other channels in the blue camel bone, I thought that was just it was a great looking knife. It was a nice size. It's not typically what you see in traditional knives. You know, when I thought of slip joints or traditional knives, I thought of little tiny pocketable things, which some of them are, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this thing just really drew me to the, you know, slip joint world, and I finally got one now. These things sell out quickly. The Fremont Jack model. This one happens to be in the denim micarta covers. This is what my Madison Barlow has, and I like them very much. Provides a little more grip than the camel bone. You got that kind of finish on the flats, where I believe they leave the scale from the heat treat, which is another reason why people love these knives so much. It just adds a little bit of extra character. Produced by GEC, I believe, in the USA. Most likely we'll do a video on that. Finally got a Fremont Jack, very excited about that. Okay, here we have a Fox Knives. I don't think there's a model number for this one actually. I think they just called it the Terzola in the listing. Obviously designed by Bob Terzola. You see Fox Knives, very kind of sleek, thin profile on this design. Terzola design, made in Italy, and 690 CO steel. You have an integrated lock bars insert and stabilizer. Really cool. Milled clip, screwless clip. Very cool. Works very well. Got a nice blue anodizing on the frame. Titanium frame. Very smooth. Very cool. I like this knife quite a bit actually. Pretty light, thin. Great quality. That's the Terzola by Fox Knives. Comes in, you know, regular finished titanium, non-anodized as well. Here is the Guardian Tactical Helix Nano. As you can tell right off the bat, it has a lot of similarities with some Microtech knives you might have seen, and that's because the chief engineer or chief designer from Microtech started this company. I don't really know too much about that, but that's why you're seeing some of the design aspects that are quite similar. Like the pocket clip, I think is identical. You have that kind of sub frame lock. They probably have a different name for it, but it's basically a liner lock with a steel insert at the top. This one is happens to be the aluminum frame version. Got the two-tone blade with kind of compound ground in the front there. CPM 154 satin flats, very cool looking. Flips great, excellent action on this knife. This is the Nano, so it's a little bit smaller. It's good for my hands. Very small flipper too. Interesting design. That's the Guardian Tactical Helix Nano. Finally got myself Hindari clips. It actually came with brown G10, and I went ahead and ordered the titanium show scale for it. Just gives it a great smooth overall look. Got the copper standoffs on this one, as well as lock bar stabilizer, and the bronze titanium screws. Looks like a brass pivot screw. I'm not sure on that, or probably just a different titanium color. Really cool. And then the clip as well. But very cool. Has some heft to it with the added titanium. You know, the added weight from the titanium. Really aggressive Tonto blade. It's a pretty cool design in my opinion. Flips well. Great size. I like that quite a bit. That's the Eclipse. This one I've waited for quite a while. This is the G&G Hawk mud knife. I remember emailing back and forth with him, and he said, if you want to wait a little bit, I can get you the CTS XHP, or I can give you the LMAX that's available now. And I was just like, give me the LMAX. I can't wait anymore. And LMAX is a great steel. You got the carbon fiber scales on here, the bronze anodized titanium liners and clip. The grip clip is very cool and it functions well. G&G Hawk kind of stamped in there. Mud. They call it the mud, I'm sure as most of you know, is because no mud or dirt or debris can get into this knife, because it has these kind of rubberized silicone grommets that you put in between the pivot area and on the locking mechanism, and it's a flow-through design, so it's extremely easy to clean out, and in theory nothing should be able to get into the inner workings of this knife. I think they call it their Hawk Lock now. What they have in the Kershaw Ram works very well, as you can see. I can play with this knife all day. It's got some heft to it, this knife. Thick titanium liners. Very cool though. I like this knife quite a bit. It's quickly becoming, working its way into my top 5. That's the G&G Hawk mud knife. Now, my newest addition, which is kind of a grail knife for me. You know what that box means. Marfione Microtech MSG3 two-tone apocalyptic. So that is the Strider collaboration. Let's move these out of the way for now. Very excited to receive this. I just got this today. I did look at it already, but didn't fondle with it too much, so let's go ahead and go through this together here. Okay, down here you have a little cloth here. Little Microtech embroidered cloth. You got your certificate of authenticity, which I do believe is, yep, it's steel or some type of aluminum. Very cool. Alright, then you got your padded case here, with your Marfione kind of dagger logo velcroed on there. Very cool cases, these things. You got inside yet another little nylon case. And here she is, the MSG3 in the apocalyptic finish. Very user friendly. As you can see, it's got great action on it. Excellent detent. Full tie integral frame, which are kind of classic thing that they do with their, this leaf spring here screwed into the frame, and then the titanium steel insert into that leaf spring. Todd Begg type ball bearing for the pocket clip. Great lockup, around 50% where you want it to be. Again, look at that action. Excellent. Feels great in the hand. It's got jimping in all the right places. Of course, it feels great in the hand. It feels like a Strider. Compound ground. It just looks badass. Is it really functional? I'm sure it doesn't hinder it in any way, but for simple everyday cutting tasks, which I'm sure at first I will baby this knife. But yeah, very excited to receive this. My first Microtech knife actually, and I think as of right now my most expensive knife to date. So there is the Marfione and Strider collaboration, MSG3. Most likely we'll be doing a video on this in the future. That's just a little first impressions right there with the cool satin flats. Let's see if you can open it with the hole there. Ooh, strong detent, man. There you go. Very cool. So very excited about this. And like I said, guys, if you have any requests on anything that you've seen in this video, just drop a line in the comment section and I'll try and put it up for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.